everyone, and welcome back to the show. This is Tie the Knot with Emeka the Romantic Muchiga. First of all, I'd like to thank you all for watching. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. This is a show about marriage. We are changing the narrative about marriage. We are telling people on this show that marriage is good, marriage is beautiful. Yes, marriage has challenges. There's a lot of negative talk about marriage these days, mostly in our generation, but this show is to show you that marriage is sweet. Despite the challenges, but marriage is sweet. You can navigate through the challenges. So we are back with another episode. Comments have been flowing on YouTube. Emeka, host this couple. We want this couple. When are you bringing this couple? And I was like, oh, why? Let me look for them. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me today is former Miss Uganda, Dorah Mwima, and Mr. Nader Barrack, Mr. and Mrs. Barrack. Good to have you.
The couple is finally here.
The power couple is finally here.
See how marriage is sweet and beautiful.
Marriage is sweet and beautiful. I can see.
Naya, thank you to all the viewers. Thank you for requesting. It means a lot.
Yeah.
What? Not to assume, Thank you.
Yeah, good to have you. Thank you for coming.
Tink you for reaching out.
I know, because when I reached out, I was like, hi, Dorah, I want to host you. Dorah is like, when?
And you thought I was going to say, you see, you know.
You know.
For us.
No, but you see, at times I think it's hard to approach or tell some people, but they are okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was really happy. So, how long have you been married?
We are making 11 years. 11
in 1 month.
years in 1 month.
11 months. You're 11 years.
11 years.
In 1 month.
December.
Yes, December 9th.
Wow. 11. When you look at Dorah, you can't think she's been married for 11 years.
Yeah, she was 15 when they got married.
What? You'll be arrested. What do you mean?
How many children?
Six.
6.
3 boys, 3 girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
I
You have
was-
Why you
6
scratching
children.
I was busy. You know, yesterday there's this guy from Equatorial Guinea. I have all 6 kids. So
Wow, 6 children. Nada, you've looked at after her, because when you look at Dorah, you can't think she has 6 children.
Sure.
The people you look at her, they have 6
Sure.
children. You're like, yeah, she looks
I
like she.
always tell him, like, thank you for taking care of me. Because it's showing.
yes.
Wow.
My
Wow.
mom was never happy, actually. She has 3 kids and my mom is big. So every time I tell her lose weight, she was like, no, you see, when you get married, you see now your wife, when she have kids, you see how she will be. So now when she saw Dorah, every time, like she put me to shame.
Oh wow. So how is marriage going on?
Very good.
It's
Thinking about it.
No. I want to really answer it. How is marriage going on? It is very, very intentional at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yes. Why
Yes.
I'm saying that is because it has matured. It has grown, Now we are more intentional at making each other happy, and with the kids we're intentional at spending time together.
Yeah.
Parenting. Like, it's not like before we weren't.
Yeah, because I was about to ask, wasn't it
I
intentional?
still love you now.
No. It's not like before we weren't.
Yeah.
But you see, like, it has matured, it has grown.
Yes.
Like, we are intentional at not making, and not at not scoring. You know how you can want to score, you can want to prove.
Yeah.
No,
We matured up.
It's no, yeah. So
It's mature now.
It's mature.
Yes.
At first it was young.
Yes.
Definitely.
So
You discovered it later, like when you're going from friendship or girlfriend, boyfriend to marriage.
yeah.
You're still sometimes acting as girlfriend, boyfriend.
Oh.
You get? Then, like, oh, he did this mistake. He has to apology. He has to say sorry.
Yeah.
But then later on in life, become like, okay, you grow up on this. You become mature. Like, there's more important stuff than I'm right, he's right. She didn't cook for me.
Trying to
I don't know
score.
what. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, we shall get into all that later. First of all, we'd like to know, how did you meet and when was that? Was it after she had become Miss Uganda?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think he says that story so beautifully. So I will
Leave it to him.
Let him give his version.
Try to make it short, yeah. So I came from Lebanon in 2010. So I never came to Africa. So I was posted to Uganda
Oh,
to start. Yes. So I was posted as general manager for Darling. Darling hair. Yes. So before I came to Uganda, they told me first you have to go for like 2-3 weeks training in Kenya, Nairobi. So I went in Kenya and I started doing my training. You know, training for me, it has to be on all departments. So from it, I wanted to see the items. I wanted to see the goods that we deal with. So I started going to the finished goods, like the store, the warehouse. So during there, I was start going around, checking the items, like take this item, look at it, okay. So at this time, Dora was also working in Darling, and she was a brand.
face.
Oh, brand ambassador.
Kind of, yeah, the face of Darling, if you want. So
I remember.
I was doing quite a lot because you know that time single mother, so anything available to
Yes.
So I was the face, I was the secretary, I was doing
so on many so on many of the items there were her face. So I was checking the different models, but then I saw her the first time, then second time, I think the next day. So I start seeing her on different items, products, and somehow I don't know how, like I kind of memorized her face, and then after like 2-3 days, I kind of liked her. Start liking this girl, like this one, looking like beautiful.
Were you single at the time?
Yes. So so I started seeing her, and like I really liked her. So I kind of had a crush on a girl on a picture. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, like how you see a girl, like how this girl is
You
beautiful.
had never met her physically.
And then nothing. Then after 1 week, I'm preparing. I enter to office, some of the managers, and then and again I see her on a big it was what calendar.
Yeah,
A big calendar also. So I'm looking. I think the manager saw me. One of the managers saw me, like looking. Well, like, you see this girl. They were like, he was like, she's actually Darling, Uganda. Where are you going? And I was like, oh, okay. So for me, I was like, okay.
I have a chance.
Exactly. Yes. And then I think directly he kind of added directly, yes, but she just had a baby a few months before.
Oh, yes.
So for me, I was like, oh, okay. Like have a baby means she's a relationship, and like there's no chance. So I kind of removed removed it from my head. And in 1 week, I came to Uganda for the first time.
Yeah.
And I remember, like in Dakar, I was just, okay, I want to see this girl. Like, is she really beautiful as the way she is in the pictures, in the photos? And then I remember, I think she also remembered.
Going up the stairs.
Yeah, on the stairs, yes.
And my desk was right adjacent the stairs. So everyone who would come up, I would...
She also saw me, and because she was preparing my work permit and stuff, my passport. So she also saw my photo. So she kind of also wanted to see who is this guy coming, and also me, I want to see who is this girl. Yes. So, and we met. So actually, fate, the first girl Ugandan I met was Dora.
Are you for real?
Yes.
Wow.
First person Ugandan I talked to was
Dora.
First
Ugandan you talked to was Dora.
Yes. Even in the airport, I didn't talk to anyone because it was the boss came to the plane to take me because he was a diplomat and stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Long story. So anyway, just the first person I talked to was Dora.
Was Dora.
Yes, but then we became friends, and we didn't really start a relationship because, yeah, there's another story.
Another story.
So we want to know that story.
Yes, we became best friends, and for 2-3 years.
Yeah.
For 2-3 years.
Yes, and we married 2013.
Okay. Yes. Dora, why didn't you start? We want to know that story. Why didn't you start dating immediately?
Why would I? I had no reason to just.
I wanted.
He actually approached me, and I was like, no.
Wait. He approached you.
Yeah.
Yes,
few months after.
A few months after.
Yeah,
what did he tell you?
Okay, because already, being like an executive secretary, I'd arranged his the apartment,
work permit, driving permit.
Yeah. So he would come. Oh, I need a pen. All right, here's a pen. Oh, I need there's a special.
But I was nice with you, always like.
So and yes,
trying
he was
to
really,
be.
really nice. So we built that friendship, but I think after some time he was like, okay, maybe we can start dating. And for me, I was like, no, Bambi. No.
Why?
I was a single parent at that time,
yes.
and then I was trying to navigate that.
Her answer was, let me tell you her answer. Answer was like just straightforward. Like, I have a newborn son, still young, and I can't really like we can't be together in the same place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So as if I have to leave. And for me now, my son is more important. I have to raise Ethan.
That's where I was getting
Yeah.
my bread and butter. So
Yes.
I had to.
And for me, I was not in this mood. I was in the mood of party.
Relationship, partying and all that stuff. Bad boy stuff. Yeah.
Still new to Uganda.
Still enjoying
for me, I was
Uganda.
like, no. I
The
am
pearl
not.
of Africa, they discovered it. So
You had to discover the fact.
Okay. So you said your son is your priority.
Yeah. Yeah, my son, at that time, he was my number one.
Yeah.
I was working for him, and yeah, so it wasn't easy. So
so I respected that.
At that point, I was so focused on
Yeah.
working.
And I respected that because usually for me at this time, girls will be easy for me. And then she wasn't.
She wasn't easy for you.
No, she's like, no, like, I like you, but be friends. Like I like you as a friend. We don't want relationship.
Okay.
And that's what I start really like respecting her more even. And then we became really friends. And really friends. Like, I have girlfriends, she will have boyfriend, but then we're just like normal, like
And we'll come
very
to
friends.
each other.
Yeah,
and then
my
we'll say,
problems, I
"Oh
will
my God,
tell
this girl
her
did this."
the same
And
thing.
then he'll
Yes.
come to me and say, "Oh, this girl did this," and then we'll console each other,
Yeah.
give each other advice.
Not knowing.
Yeah. So we lived in denial for like 2 years about it.
Wow. Oh wow.
Then we continue the story. Then
We
just
continue this. story.
Continue the story.
then in 2012, end of 2012, we had kind of fights.
You had fights. Both of
We
you?
had a
Yeah,
fight.
we
We
had
fought.
a fight as
What
Yeah.
fight was it?
Just a fight. Just a fight. Don't remember a lot. Just a fight. So we had a fight.
But,
Yeah, we had a fight, and it was the first time in 2 years. Actually, we didn't talk to each other for like 3-4 days. We used to work, you know, with like she will come to my office, she give me something, but then like she, you know, show me the attitude, you know. And me the same thing. I'll go next to her office, I don't say bye, you know, this thing. So for 2-3 days, we have this fight. And during these 2-3 days, something happened. We kind of both of us discovered that it wasn't easy.
For you
Like,
not to talk to each other.
yes.
But this was when you guys were still friends.
We were friends,
We were
and
friends,
we
then
were
we had
every
the
day
fight,
together.
and-
Yes. So we used to see every day at work, and also sometimes the weekend we used to go out with our brother, with our friends. We go out, you know, have fun. So during these 3 days, we didn't talk, not even single word. Didn't talk on the phone, didn't talk anywhere. So it felt weird for both of us. So I think this was when we discovered that there is something more than friendship.
just friendship. Yeah.
So then when we, after 3 days, I think you came to my office. It was you came to my office.
Yeah.
Came to my office, and we kind of like apologized for each other, and then we agreed like to see each other at night.
Okay.
And then that was when we both knew, without even saying it, that tonight is a date. It's
a
not
date.
anymore a friendship meeting. Yeah. So yeah, and that's how we started. But we stayed for like
We stayed some months.
9 months, 10 months,
About,
secretly,
Oh,
yeah.
secretly dating.
Yes.
Undercover.
We couldn't know like newspaper will talk.
Oh yeah, the blogs and all that.
tabloids and stuff will talk. So if we went out somewhere, should be aside or be aside.
And then it used not to be so much of social media. You know, you could not really
Or
come
tabloids,
out and defend yourself. So if they put it
Yes.
on the newspapers,
It is. That's
it.
the truth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so they were controlling the narrative at the time. So we stayed, and also we stayed secret because I don't want to jeopardize her work in case it didn't work out the relationship. So what she will do? At the end, it reached a point that no, this is not a game anymore. It's serious. So I went to Lebanon, because you know Lebanon also, our like family relationship are important, and the
Yes.
culture is
Yeah,
like
the culture. That's
family oriented. Yes. So I went to Lebanon. I told my parents, and they weren't actually really thrilled about it first. But then I put them like, this is a woman I love. I want to marry her, and you're welcome to come to the wedding. And I bought the ring, and I came
Okay.
took her to
You
Ginger.
bought the ring
all
in
Me
Lebanon.
all the way to Ginger, you know,
At
not
night.
these things
At
all
night.
like in the public, you know, where he would propose. He took me to Ginger, those ends where at night.
next to the Nile.
Where?
Just in case I said no.
He
leave me
pushes you
there.
to the water.
No one will know.
Oh,
I was still in
Nader.
Lebanon.
Yeah.
So she said yes, out of
I
fear
said-
maybe.
It was just the two of you.
Just the
Yes.
two of us.
Say just out of fear, really.
She's still
No,
till now
Yeah,
scared.
yeah, yeah.
It was the best proposal because
Wow.
he said, would you be my best friend for life? You know, not even would you marry me? No. Would
Yes.
you be my best friend for life? And I said,
Wow.
yes.
He was on his knee.
No.
She was on the bed.
You didn't get on your knee, Barrack.
I was on both knees and
My husband is very special. No.
So he just stood. He's like,
I didn't stood even. She
No,
was
he-
it was time to sleep almost.
Yeah.
And she was showering and she came back and it was under the ring was
cover.
wait,
under
wait,
the
wait.
cover.
I had described that process. She was showering
And so I put the ring
Getting
under
ready for
under the bed cover.
under the bed cover.
So she opened, she found it.
And I found it.
I was already in the bed, so
Mm.
that's what. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, would you be my best friend for life?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes. But then afterwards, I was like, but I've seen in the public, at least, you know, but it was the best proposal. Very
Wow.
unique. And
I think that's kind of till now follows us. Also, although we do a lot of things like people follow us on social media,
Yes.
but we still have a side which is personal to us. We like to keep it personal to us.
Yeah.
You get? So this was one of it. I will not want to like propose in front of people. For me, it has to be personal. Like for me, sometimes we be like, okay, now this is personal. Please don't take photo. Like
don't
let's
take photos, yeah.
let's sometimes
There's some things
let's
that
for
you
us.
keep
That you
just
keep for yourself.
Yes, yes. Like something
Wow.
else to remember and talk about it.
Wow.
And then directly from that she
I went and resigned.
yes.
Oh.
Done. Yeah,
Yes.
because now that was, yeah.
Now it became a conflict of interests.
You resigned the following day.
Actually, it was before resigned. You resigned 1 month before.
Yes, I
Yeah.
resigned a
Took a
month.
leap of faith. That's
Yes.
when I went to Lebanon, because once we wanted to make it official, you can't work together.
You can't work
Yeah,
together.
it became a conflict of interest for us, and at work there's a lot of other employees who feel like, oh, she's special because she's the wife
Because
of
she's
the boss.
the wife of the boss. yes.
So she was like, no, I don't want that.
And
Like,
you said the salary you're getting, I'll give you.
no,
allowances.
not Dora, not Dora, not Dora. Dora was like,
I took that that leap of faith, but I also wanted to focus more on the Dorah Mwima Foundation.
Dorah
which
Mwima
charity
yes.
work,
and other work.
and also my own passion. So I said.
So it
no,
was
I've
her who
committed 5
wanted
years
to
the
really-
front, so,
More her wanted.
yeah.
5 years is enough. Let me call it a day.
Yeah, so it was more her she wanted. Like I couldn't also like force get out of work. Like no, it was her mainly. Like no, I want to do my own
But for you,
things.
are okay staying in the same workplace with her?
Yes and no. Yes and no. But it will be challenging.
It will be
we
very
thought it would be challenging.
Yeah.
So that's why Dora is the one who like really shows that.
I was like,
Yes.
okay, I actually made that decision.
Okay. Wow. So Dora, what were your parents' reactions when you told them you've gotten a man from Lebanon?
Very interesting question.
Who are your parents first?
My parents are pastors. Yes.
Oh.
So I'm a PK, pastor's kid. Well, first with my dad, he was a bit, you know, okay, is he Christian? Is he? But my mom was very welcoming.
Yes.
She was very welcoming. We did a small kuchala.
Before that, her mom knew me.
Yeah, actually,
Yes.
yeah, because
Some
literally
visits.
we were still, we have been
Friends,
friends for
yes.
a very long time. So sometimes she would come visit and find him around, and you know.
Yes, so she knew me kind of. So I think
Intense birthdays.
mothers, yes, I think she had this idea like something will happen. I don't think she.
And
directly
I think
she
maybe
knew.
she had already seen how comfortable, how alive, how, you know.
He has a vibe,
Yes, there's
very
a vibe.
vibrant.
You know, my daughter is
Yeah.
very, So I think she saw that this was a good man for her daughter.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Very
father-in-law
caring,
was a
very
bit.
considering.
Your dad was a bit more difficult.
My dad was.
I'm Catholic. I'm still Christian, but for him, it's like okay, born again.
Born
that's
again.
so it
Yeah.
became a bit of. But
Yes.
but easily, I think they're
At
like
the end of the day, I think it all came down to my happiness,
yes.
the family union that we have,
Yeah.
how we treat each other, and that is what now is more important
For parents, yeah, on both sides. So
for
that's
both
why
of
now
them.
my parents love her, my parents love me because
Because
they know
parents
what
will
we
always
mean.
have their preferences.
Yes.
You know, from his side, they would prefer her Lebanese. You know,
Close
him
to
getting
us,
married
yeah.
to a girl in Africa. That means, he might not come back. He might not come back and settle.
Yes.
So it's better to have a girl here. So we always have him around. But then at the end of the day, he's happy.
Yeah.
He's enjoying his family. So
Enjoying a lot.
yeah. A lot.
Interesting. So when did the wedding happen?
We had two weddings.
Oh, two weddings.
Yeah, we had the civil wedding in 9 December 2013.
Okay.
For me, because I need to register it in Lebanon.
Yeah.
And then we had the Christian wedding in 25th of May 2014.
2014.
Yes.
Both in Uganda.
Yes.
Both in Uganda.
Yes. So my parents came for the Christian wedding.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
That's good.
It was nice wedding. Beautiful wedding.
Wow. And when did you finally decide to, because by that time social media was not that big, when did you decide to like make your relationship public?
September 2nd.
September.
5 days from us.
September.
Yeah, I'm good with numbers.
September of 2012?
5 days after I proposed.
Oh,
Yeah,
5 days
after
after.
he proposed.
So she showed the ring and she said,
Oh,
I said
she
yes.
posted on Facebook,
and then I did
eh?
those things,
Yes.
And then those who knew, they were like,
Hey, it's that one.
Yes.
Then ready paper. Hey, hey, them start.
You
Then,
know,
then they will
you
start
know.
acting as if they knew.
I
You
know.
know? Then the sources in Lebanon, no sources in Lebanon for you.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, Dorah,
Yes.
let's talk about the first child you had.
Yes.
You came out a few years back, and you talked about the child. You talked about his dad.
His biological
His
dad.
biological
He
dad.
has a dad.
Yeah.
Maybe biological dad.
No, you talked about his biological dad. Which starred, it starred quite a number of emotions. It caused a bit of chaos. Yeah, people were judging like, okay, why would she see it at this point to say that this was the father? I mean, what made you come out and tell the world that my first son actually belonged to the late?
Okay.
I'll answer that myself.
If you're okay with it.
Yes.
Nader, if you're
now,
okay with
because I'm here, the man is here. Also, my point of view. Because us, we don't like to talk about it, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because we don't want to be seen always as riding on on this wave as if
because I saw guys comments.
Yeah. For us, is for me, what's important as from the start, from first year, even before we get married, I knew about it.
No, you knew about it. Yes.
I think this is. It was, I think, the first date or something.
Yeah,
from the first date.
That's first date.
All the friendship,
yes.
all the friendship were okay.
It was open book.
Yeah. So all the friendship we had, we would like still have some secrets if you want. So once we started together before we got married, she told me.
Yeah.
And of course, for me, like this is normal, and also for me, I'm holding the secret. So the idea was for us that what's important for us is Ethan, not the people, not the public, no one else. So, and that was my stand, me and Dorah. So for us, was Ethan will grow, and he will ask questions.
Oh yes.
And we will have to answer, and we can't lie to him. That was the idea. So that was when we trying also to meet the dad. So this is again another story, which is she talked about it, Dorah.
Yeah.
So then when I reach a point that because we were doing, as I said, personal stuff. So we were doing it personally, privately. I mean,
Yeah.
so we were meeting. He was meeting with his half brothers already, by, if you want, like privately. So he already knew, and he was living the life already. Like he knows the truth. But then once he started going out to the public, because you can't hide a lot of things in Uganda.
Yeah, you can never hide a lot.
So when it starts going out, we directly, me and Dorah knew that if it's gonna reach to the bloggers and gonna reach to, as you said, tabloids, it's gonna come up as their own story.
They're going to say a different.
They're going to say different things that will be negative.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we said, no, this is our life, our truth. No one gonna say it, and we're not afraid.
And also, we had some who were trying to blackmail.
Oh, really?
This is something
People were
stupid.
blackmailing you.
Stupidly, Some fake accounts started.
About that.
So we just come out directly and just, this is the
Put
truth.
it out in public.
I don't really care. This is my life. This is our life. This is my truth.
Yeah.
I don't want anything from anyone. We are happy. That's it. Done.
And again, I want to emphasize that I don't come out to interviews because I want to have this conversation. I put it out there, and that was it.
That was
our life.
And you have journalists calling me on the birthday, on the memorial. Oh, would you? And I'm like, please have respect, because when I'm having my charity events and I'm
you guys are not there.
You're not you're not there to So even with that said, I wouldn't want this to continue on that.
Yeah, I understand. I get
because it was never for clout or to kind of come out in a public and
You will still have a comment now. Read the comment now.
Why
you're talking about it now?
Why are you talking about?
Listen, I don't want to talk about it, so let's go into something else.
Let's go into something else.
Yeah.
Okay, now for the 11 years you've been together, you see, marriage always has bumps. For people who have been together for all this while, I mean, there's always that one thing that will bring you guys together. First of all, it's the challenges. Secondly is how you relate with each other, the cultural differences. Let's start with the cultural differences.
Yes.
Nader, you're from Lebanon. Dorah is our Ugandan girl.
Different.
Yeah, so tell us, how have the cultures, like how different have been the cultures, and how has the difference of the cultures affected your relationship?
Well, for me, first thing is started just before the marriage, if you want. For us in Lebanon, having, let's say, kids out of wedding is something really unheard of, especially for the Christian community like mine. So it's really, you don't, like, even by law, like you have to be married to have kids.
To have kids, yes.
So for me, the first, when I was with Dorah, when we were like, I'm having crush on her, we were friends, but I used to think about it sometime. Like, okay, this is like a bit hard. Like there is like what's it called? There's something in the way. Like there's a package. As you say. But then for me, it was like, if I love her, I love her. I have to love her past. That's not my responsibility. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
Like, whatever she did, we're not together. So that's not. She's free to do whatever she wants in her life. Or you take what she is, or you don't take it.
Yeah.
You have no other choice. So for me, the challenge was, as I told you, have to tell my parents. So my parents, of course, like, oh, she's in Ugandan. You're gonna stay in Uganda, and also she has a kid. So for me, I was like, yes, but this kid is before she met me, and everyone has a past. So I love her, and that's it. That's enough for me.
You didn't care about the past?
Yes, I didn't really care about it. It was a challenge for us, yes, but I really didn't care about it. So, and that's one of the main things for me in my culture. I had to go through.
Yeah.
And that's mainly it. Other than that, become different, small. I'm not really this kind of like, let's follow my culture to the point. No, I'm not that. Even Dorah should not that. That's what's important.
For us, it's more of, let's look at the good thing good things in both of our culture,
Yeah.
and then together we have our own
Culture.
culture, you know, where we, as far as we are concerned, you know, parenting our kids.
Yeah.
So you won't find me telling my girls, you have to kneel down, you have to know, but them knowing that you have to be respectful, you know. If someone, you come in the morning, you say good morning before you start, hey mommy, I want this, you know. There are those things that we get to pick out and
Yes.
say,
Yes.
we have to create our own culture for our kids.
Wow.
Because no culture is really perfect.
Yeah, no
Every
culture is
culture
really
has its
perfect.
own positive
Yes.
and negative.
So,
Yeah.
so you
And-
pick out.
Yes, and every person, usually, some people will like these things from the same culture, others they don't. For us, we chose what we like, what we feel like we're comfortable with, and,
You go with
and
that.
we apply them, yes. Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
And now, let's talk about the challenges you faced in the 11 years together. You see, for the bond you have, you guys really have a strong bond. I see
The foundation.
the foundation. Yes, I see Nader being chaotic on Facebook, and I'm like,
Yes.
wow.
Mailong.
Wow.
Trust me, there's a lot of posts usually I want to post and they're like, no,
No,
don't do that.
don't
Like,
do
behave,
that.
don't.
Okay, and it really shows that the both of you you've built a strong foundation, really strong foundation. But you see, there are always trials. There are
Yes.
always
And it's actually
Yes.
those trials and challenges
that make the bond stronger.
Yes.
Do you mind sharing some of those big challenges you have gone through in your marriage that you feel like, this one was really a challenge?
Yes. One thing before we even say that, I always read something on social media. People say like, don't believe everything you see
on social media.
everything. Yes, it's sometimes it's true what they're saying. Like, yes, of course, I'm not gonna go bring my fight and put it on social media with my wife. Like as I said, I'm not. I'm gonna show the good things in our relationship. Because we also have a message and to show people that marriage is good.
Yeah.
But yes, we never denied. Like, of course, we will have, every marriage has challenges. Yeah.
Challenges.
We're just saying, like, beginning years, we were really more fighting more than now. So we used to fight.
Used to fight a lot.
Yeah, of course. Every.
Because those fights.
But she's very stubborn.
And he's stubborn.
And both of you are
No.
stubborn.
Exactly.
I know. Okay, I don't know Dorah for being so stubborn.
see?
But,
Yes,
but
yes.
Nada. Yeah.
You don't see her post about fighting hospitals. I don't know who now. And yes, no. Yeah, so yeah, we had fights, but they were not really a challenge. I think every time we used to fight, it would be like,
more of I think one, because now we moved from friendship to now a relationship, and we're seeing each other now in a different way. And then also our personalities, I believe that's why marriage is for a lifetime, because you can't know someone in just even 10 days, 10 years,
one
or
year.
20
Sure.
years, because that person is also evolving, and as well you evolve. Yeah? The personality is different. So when you now start living under one roof, and then you pick out those things, for you, maybe there's a certain way that you do things, and then they do it in a different way. So now merging or compromising or sacrificing, now that is where, you get a few of those challenges.
Like, for me, when I look at myself when I was 20, I used to really think differently.
Yeah.
25, 30. Every time we think about different stuff differently. Everyone like that. So us, your relationship, both of us are growing and both are thinking differently. But the idea of marriage is both of you think differently, but at the same time as a team. That's how you make, for us, a good marriage.
Okay.
Challenges, I say a lot of. One time I was talking to a lawyer and he's telling me, like, asking what usually the reasons of divorce. He said mainly like 90% of the divorce are or someone being unfaithful and or money. Materialistic
money,
problems. So us, we never really had problem with being unfaithful. We're really We're on the
You were
same
faithful
page
to
from
each
that,
other.
faithful, and we're very open about that.
By the way,
And
he has said you're faithful to each other. You know, yes. like when someone said, no, actually I'm not. You see?
I'll look at you like, are you? And then,
Yeah.
so mainly the problems came, you can say materialistics or so it's mainly when I went in 2014 after I got married, 1 year after I got married,
Yeah.
I got a promotion to go to Burundi,
To work in Burundi.
to work in Burundi in Darling as a country manager in Darling.
Yeah.
So then Dora had, so we didn't want to be
Apart from each other.
apart, because for us being apart is maybe what might bring
Break
someone
together.
being unfaithful.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're like, no, we have to be together. So that led at the end Dora to really, sacrifice her own part of her career, if you want. Leave DORA MWIMA Foundation, leave.
To relocate.
She had a
To
saloon at
Burundi.
this time. She had to close her saloon.
Wow.
Yes. Then took Ethan, and then at this time she was pregnant with Gabriella, second.
Yeah, the firstborn.
My first daughter. Our
Yeah, the
first
first
daughter.
daughter. Yes.
And so she did all these things to go to Burundi. We went to Burundi, then it was war in Burundi also became after some time.
Yeah, I remember.
About the election at this time. So it was quite a challenge. She's pregnant, she has to deliver, she's not finding a good hospital even in Burundi.
Yes.
And
it's
there was shooting, wartime, and she left work. So it was pressure. This is automatically being you in fights. You'll be fighting, you'll be moody, you'll be, And at the same time, I used to go different culture, different language. For me, it was okay, but I remember I used to take Ethan to swim, and he's alone. Like kids are playing together, and him is just swimming alone because he can't talk to anyone else.
Yeah, because they only speak French and their language.
And he is just talking English, so it was difficult for him to communicate.
Yeah.
So I used to go look at him playing by himself, far from his cousins, from his family, from his uncles. So it was a bit challenging for us. So then, I got a new promotion, if you want, to go to Ethiopia. So that's when I had to take decision. Like I can't keep on taking my family from place to place.
All over
so that's when I resigned from Darling.
You resigned from Darling.
And then we decided.
Where now it
a
becomes
new challenge.
Wow.
So I resigned.
Without.
So I resigned just because of that, and we came back to Kampala. So now resigning, I had to search for a new work. And for me, I was finding kind of overqualified for a lot of the things I'm applying to. So it wasn't really easy to find a job.
Yeah.
So I stayed for over a year.
Yeah.
Without work.
Without work. And
then that's when I got pregnant with
the twins.
With the twins.
Wow.
Yeah, we delivered the twins even at that time. And
so that's when you had come back from Burundi.
Yes.
Yeah, we had come back from Burundi
and without work, and her now she's get pregnant, and she started to do her own work, at least to start trying to having money for the family.
Yes.
And
while you were seated at home,
trying to find the work, and how it affects this man. The man have his ego, and how our DNA works. Like I have to be the breadwinner in the house. You can be the wife.
So she was paying the bills.
Yeah, we're trying to pay the bills, and so this led to.
But the good thing, we had some savings.
Yeah, we had some savings. Yeah,
but you're seeing those savings just
going down. Yes.
And you're like, okay.
Yeah. So at the end, the last 5 months, I had to take a decision because I was telling Dora, like, okay, Dora, the money is going down. Our savings are finishing. Like, no, it's okay. You will find work. Don't worry. Okay. No, I have to find work. So I had to go back to Lebanon and search from there. And so we passed through this patch of we don't know where we're going to be. Like I wanted to come back to Kampala, to Uganda, but it's not working. I'm not finding any work. Yeah. So we have no choice. Maybe to go to Nigeria, maybe to go to Dubai. I don't know, maybe come back to Lebanon, find something there. So it was quite challenging for us. Me be far from Dora, back home, trying to find work there, and her with the twins here. It was really It was really bad. It was really bad. This is one my worst years of my life. Yeah, 2017. Yes.
2017.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So when did you finally get work?
November.
2017.
Yes. Yes. End of the year, I find work, and funny enough, in Uganda.
In Uganda.
Yes. So now I'm a country
Also
manager.
a big company.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
So I'm country manager in Uganda. It was
Wow. Wow.
That's when we could
Everything
breathe
really
back
good.
again.
As a wife during that time, I had to, you see, you can go through those challenges,
Yes.
and then you get to a point where you even start staring your man down, like you're not even providing. You're not.
Oh, you had reached that point?
No. I'm
But
saying
in family it happens.
Yeah,
so
it
many
happens.
times it happens. But one thing that I will credit myself, that I kept on like being positive, telling you fine, it's okay. I started decorating bottles. Like for me, I was like, okay, I need
Thinking
to
of
do
anything,
something,
yeah.
something just
That's going to bring
in,
money.
Bring in money. Decorate, do this.
Wow.
And that's
just to try and
this is what led the door for us, because from there, when I start work directly, but she was already on that path of going to work and finding things. From there, directly jumped to Danan.
Yeah,
That's how Danan came to.
That's how I actually.
Just a few months from there, it was Danan we started.
I met my now co-director. Yeah, because I was always looking out for like opportunities, and the fact that I loved babies, I was actually shopping for babies.
The twins, yeah.
I got to meet her, and I wanted to. She was going through some challenges with the business.
Yeah.
And I offered. I was like, no problem, Dora the
I
fixer.
Hey, let me fix it.
This is easy. In 3 months, and she was like, oh wow.
The business had come back to life.
Yes. And then that's how the partnership
started
and grew to now.
No, looking back now.
Yeah, and Dinan is a very beautiful. We shop from there, so I can say it's really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. Nader.
Yes.
What a story, man.
Yes.
From being country manager, they send you to Wharton, Burundi. Dora has resigned from her job. She has closed down her businesses, closed down the Dorah Mwima Foundation. Pregnant, moved to Burundi.
Yeah, this is the only thing that kept on working. Pregnancy. Stop.
Yeah, I know. You're like then you get a promotion in Ethiopia, and you're like,
to sacrifice.
have to sacrifice, and you're like, no, let me go back to you. Like it was so challenging, but you managed to weather through it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad, Dora, that you were there for him, because man, there are some people who would run away. They're like, could you give up on such an opportunity?
That's how when you know the other person. Discover that you are one. This is your vows.
Those are the challenges. That's why I always say that those are the challenges
that make you strong.
That make you strong.
True.
I mean, you always have to have your, I don't know, they're called what lines, your, I don't know if it's boundaries, but where someone says, oh, me, I can settle down with a man cheating as long as I have a roof over my head, as long as, but for me, it was more of, I wouldn't settle with a man who's cheating. I wouldn't settle with a man who beats me.
Who beats you, yeah.
But all these other challenges, come on, boo, we can work
we can work through them.
We can, we can fight through them.
Yeah, like that saying, I would rather cry in a Benz than laugh on a boda. Yeah. So during people look at you, I mean, your former Miss Uganda, when you got Barrack, people think that when you get a person who is not Ugandan, automatically life is sorted.
I know.
They think visa, think passport,
money.
Businesses, the guy injects money. Well, he's very supportive. Yeah, I'm supportive of my dreams. I dream very big.
Yeah.
Very big, But also to have a partner who says, okay, you're dreaming big, good. But now let's just look at the reality,
Yeah.
So having a man who is supportive, yes, financially, that's true. But then you also have to work hard and know how to also control and manage those finances. Yeah. So you have people saying, no, he's the one who injects. He can inject, but how do you multiply?
How do you manage? How do you multiply?
Inject easily, but you have to
bigger. How do you manage? Because someone can inject, but you're just making losses, business losses.
Wow. Because there's a time I hosted Mami Deb and her husband, and people had a different picture of Mami Deb. I mean, she has a white man, just money, not knowing she's a hard worker. Same thing with you, Dorah. People do not know.
We never had this problem. Because first thing I want to accuse you of getting a Lebanese passport, that's the worst passport.
Oh, she has a Lebanese passport.
No, but I mean, it's the worst passport.
No,
it's a bad passport. Better.
Are you serious? I thought with the Lebanese passport you can go to America without a visa. You
very bad. Can't go to Kenya.
You can't even go to Kenya with it.
Once I went to Kenya, they let me back.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
but at least you have a Ugandan passport.
Yes.
This is good. So people. So I want you to talk to the ladies out there who think that when you get a white man, automatically money is going to flow in. I want you to speak to the camera, speak to them and tell them that, yes, you must be a hard-working woman.
Yeah.
Please advise them.
Well, I really do not want to come here as a singer and tell you, oh, you see,
yeah.
Marry for love,
we have different life journeys.
Yes.
And what I will tell you is, please marry for love. Be it an American, be it a Lebanese, be it a Malaysian, be it a Ugandan, marry for love.
Not
I
money.
know even in our culture in Uganda, you have two people loving each other, but we are clanmates. We can't.
Yes.
But love is there, and you'll find that this woman has dated different people, but the love is between the two of you, but you're the same culture or the same clan. So marry for love. Love. What is love? Love is patient. Love is kind.
Love is forgiving.
Love is forgiving. So marry
sacrifice,
for love.
maturity.
Marry for someone who respects you, someone who who supports you, who's your backbone, who's your cheerleader, someone who's not tearing you down. And the thing is, ladies, you know when it's wrong. That's the thing. You know when it's not good vibe. You know when it's someone is tearing you down. But you're there and you're thinking, okay, you know what? I will pray for him. No, you know when it's right and you know when it's wrong.
Wow.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Wow. So people need to know Dorah is a hardworking woman. Very hardworking. Okay.
Very much. Trust me.
6 children in the picture. How has parenting affected your marriage and relationship with each other? 6 children.
Affect our marriage? Not really. Doesn't affect, no, but
It's
not
hasn't
easy.
affected because, as I said earlier,
I mean, it can affect positively also.
We are intentional.
Yes.
And we tell our kids, today it is me and daddy. This is our time. But you guys go out a lot. How comes you don't take us with you will have your own time. We have to go. We have to be with each other. This is husband and wife time. When you grow up, you'll have your own time. This is our time.
Yeah. Imagine you telling Gabriela.
We said that.
And we boldly leave
the house.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then, because they have their house phone. And then they will start sending messages. Mommy, you said it. What do you think about this dress? You're not trying to.
On your
and
date.
we're like, and we're like, guys, we are on our date. Everything else will, unless it's an emergency, an auntie will call if it's an emergency. Leave us alone, we're enjoying.
Wow.
So I believe that this also creates a foundation in them so that they know and they see that.
It's like a boundary.
No. I'm saying the picture that we are
the picture.
painting to them,
Yes.
They see that this is how it should be, for the girls, for the boys, I should dress up, look nice to go on a date with my husband, and he should also look nice, take care of himself to go on a date with the wife.
his wife.
We lot of parents lose themselves with the kids,
Yeah.
Or they
lose
get-
their marriage, so
Yes.
become like
They get
only
lost.
my
Oh,
life
yes.
is now my kids.
My kids. So
Us-
they concentrate a lot on the
yes,
children and forget their partners.
Forget
Us,
the
we try not to do that. Or we don't
Emphasize
do
that.
Yeah.
Emphasize that. You know,
So-
the marriage is breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So time, there is time for kids, of course. They
Yeah.
take a lot of time, but also there's time for me
For
and
a
my
partner.
wife.
And you have to
And you have to know that.
down
Put
and
down.
say,
Because
this
they will
is it.
cry sometime. No, it's okay. Ask me. I want to go with my wife. You know, I want to go like with her on a date tonight.
Yeah.
You stay home. You're sleeping home alone. You're not going with us. You go on. Let's say on Sunday we go together. But on Saturday I'm going with Dora, with mommy. So that's usually we try to balance me and her as a couple, and also me and her as parents.
Okay.
That's general what
Wow.
we're saying.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And let's talk about social media. Both of you are like so vibrant on social media, mostly
On
Facebook.
Definitely.
different things,
You
though.
do different, because there are times Nada will post something controversial. You see Dora in the comment section fighting. And guys are like, hey, but now men are men. Like, doesn't social media times affect how you guys relate with each other, or it's just jokes?
It's jokes. At the end, there's nothing I will say which is disrespectful of my wife. That's what's important for me.
Yeah.
We have different things that we like. That's also some of our powerhouse, power couple. Like
Yes.
she likes his own thing. I will like my own things. I can't just interfere in anything she does, or the same thing her hobbies are different. You can see on her social media all about women, about mother, about children. For me, I'm not really. That's not my own thing. I don't lie about it. Like, yes, of course, but then it's not my interest. My interest lies somewhere else. Politics, sometime, and the country, and trolling, having fun. That's what I like. So we have this.
But we also don't have a problem. Like sometimes we merge, and then sometimes it will be like, oh, I'm so going to post this. So maybe there's a joke that we have shared among us. Then we're like, oh, I'm so going to post this, and it's like, kawa, like
You post it.
Yeah, we try to balance both, and at the same time, you can't. We try to have separate lives, if you want, separate interests, but at the same time, you can't to some extent.
Yeah.
Like, I'm coming back home, I'm asking, okay, how was your day? She's telling me about this, what happened here with this mother, with this hospital, with this doctor. Indirectly, sooner or later, I have to be involved.
Yeah.
And that's what will happen. I'm already involved in hearing terms that I never dream of hearing about.
Yes.
I don't know what postpartum. I don't know what. I never heard about postpartum before.
which he makes fun of. I mean, not only on social media, but even at home.
At home,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, at home more even.
Yeah,
Can I
at
eat
home
now? And the blood came out, and okay,
Oh, wow.
okay,
Oh,
thank
I
you
like,
very
okay,
much.
okay, enough
I'm
of
full
that.
now.
Yeah, I get. All right, interesting. So for the man, it's been an interesting journey for the both of you. Dora, I didn't know that side of you having to leave your job, you moving to Burundi in the war.
Remember, I used to have even those celebrity matches.
Yes, celebrity matches. I was about to ask about the celebrity
I
matches.
think the last one I had, which took a very toll on me, was when I was in Burundi trying to organize it. And I was pushing, I was like, oh, at least I have to do something. I have to do something this year. I have to do something. And it really took a toll on me. And that was actually the last one.
Oh, the last
one.
You came before time, I think.
Yeah, I came before
You
time.
had to rent some place to stay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was the last one.
It's beautiful. Guys, to the people watching, you see people with beautiful love stories, but you do not know what they've gone through. So it's the reason as to why I bring them here to share their story, and you get to know the things people go through in marriage. Man, I've just been taken away by that story, man. Having to move to Burundi in war, closing your business. Not everyone can close their business.
Yeah.
Not everyone can leave what they are doing or resign, and they're like, you know what, I'm moving to a war-torn area.
I think it also it shows that the value, you know, when you
value each other also.
When you value each other, when you value the marriage, when you value the family, and you know that what's on stake, you know, if there's that separation, what's on stake. That's when you have, you know, things creeping in. So like, okay, sacrifices.
Wow.
Yeah. So many of us, we don't want to sacrifice.
Yeah, marriage is all about sacrifice.
You sacrifice.
have to, yeah.
You have to sacrifice, you know, and it has to be two-way as well, because you'll find that maybe one person is on sacrificing, they're always sacrificing, but the other person is, I'll take it all, I'll take it all, I'll take it all. But then where you say, okay, I'll sacrifice, then someone else says, okay, I'll sacrifice, you know. Yeah.
All right. For the 11 years you've been together, what's that one memorable moment you look at and you're like, wow, this was beautiful? I'll start with you, Nader.
Can't say things.
Behave. This is PG family.
Yeah,
Okay,
PG
no.
family.
Because there's a lot of moments like this
PG
happen.
family.
Yeah.
Memorable. I don't know. So many. Trying to remember if there is anything that sticks out for me.
For me, it's just
Always
there's
children.
so many, but the recent one,
And
for
so,
me, not really.
Okay.
I think your family coming and
yeah.
for me, recently.
Yeah.
Let me just
Yes.
share the recently. His family, entire family, brothers, parents.
You never
they
came.
came to Uganda, and it was so beautiful.
Wow.
We spent weeks, like even me myself, touring my own country, you know, because you get so caught up with work and family and serving other
Yes.
people. So it was really a good time to like relax.
Introduce real Uganda to.
To see the real Uganda.
Yes.
And it's memorable. I think when they went back, that's when the war really,
Yes,
you know,
yes.
like escalated.
I was there was the Lebanon was kind of there's war and we were pushing to bring them to Uganda. So yeah, they came. They had this breather for like 3-4 weeks, and they went back to Lebanon. Half of them,
So your
and then
family being around
but then
was-
the war was happened. For us, there's a lot of
A lot.
there's a lot of beautiful memories. I can say.
Personally, my last home bath, long story, but there's so many.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, as we are concluding, I want you, Dora, to talk about Denan. I want you to talk about what you do. Tell people what you do. Yes.
Well, I'm a woman with so many hats. I'm a co-director at Denan Baby to Kids,
Okay.
where we stock different products from newborn, toddlers, clothes, essentials for moms, babies, all the way till 15 years.
Yeah.
I'm also the proprietor of Queen Ma.
Queen Ma.
Yes,
What does
Queen
Queen Ma
Ma.
do?
Queen Ma, it's a brand that serves women through preconception, prenatal, postpartum. So they're products that support women. They're herbal products. Yes. They
Oh yeah, we've used them
the
before.
lactation tea, man.
The lactation tea. Then
Shine your flasks are full.
Then I will not mention the other one. It's for
Hey,
that one.
The happiness.
If it wasn't for that one, I wouldn't have enjoyed
The
after.
raining one,
That
the waterfall. Yeah.
Nada, really?
Ginger.
Yes, so it's the wide range of products.
Yeah.
Weight loss teas. We have the lactation tea.
Yeah.
Preconception products to help those who are going through infertility, to support them.
Yeah.
So, but apart from that, we are holistic. You know, we want to go beyond just providing the products. We want to, you know, go down to why exactly do you need this
product,
and to holistically help you. So, for example, weight loss. We were not there to just, here's a tea, you take it, and within 2 weeks, hey, 50 kgs dropped. You know, we want to look at your lifestyle.
Yeah.
If you're taking this tea, what other sacrifices are you making? And it's not about just, okay, I want to just lose weight, but we want you to see that this is a sacrifice that you're making for the next generation. You see, there's this thing where women say, you see, in our family, we are big. In our family, we are fat.
We are fat.
But you don't realize that once upon a time, in your family line, there is someone who made an unhealthy choice.
Yes.
So you right now going through that challenge and saying, oh, you know what, I want to lose weight, I want to look good. You are making a choice for the next generation, because your kids are going to see that, you know, and they're going to also pick up those healthy choices. So we look at it 360, you know, if it's lactation tea, are you having any stress? Are you eating well? You know, it's not really about the porridge, but it's about, you know, what exactly the quality of food that you're eating, postpartum as an akawere. Apart from that, I am also a childbirth educator.
Childbirth educator.
Yes, I educate and empower women through again, preconception, prenatal, postpartum, you know, and just equip them with the information and resources that they need.
Yeah.
I'm also a full spectrum doula, and as a doula, I emotionally support, physically support women who are expecting. You know, we look at exercises, prenatal exercises. We look at the health, nutrition, prenatal nutrition. So many women, first trimester knocks them down. They're spitting, they're vomiting. So with the Queen Ma products as well, we support. But then as a doula, I'm also there to guide you on the extra things that you need to do. And also just remind you, like, hey, you are creating an entire human being. So be gentle to yourself. Like, it's okay. These are changes that you're going through. So I help in mentally preparing a woman for that journey, and we go through the journey, and then it gets to the birth time. It's so unfortunate that our today world, a woman's voice, our birthing woman's voice is like, you know, it's not there actually.
It's not there.
So you find that women have trauma. There are traumas that they have dealt with in their past, that now birth is just bringing out that trauma. And we have care providers who don't individualize care. They generalize, you know. Okay, Sarah, Becky, and whatever, you will all give birth like this. But you don't know that Becky maybe would have wanted, you know, a bit more compassion, because maybe she had a traumatic, you know, experience as a child, you know. Maybe she wouldn't want you to talk in a certain way, because that brings up things. So as a doula, I advocate for better, respectful maternal care as well, so that we see that in our hospitals. I also equip women with their language to remind them of their voice, that you are up here. It's not the doctor up here and then you're down here. You are up here.
You are up there.
Yes, you are entitled to make informed decisions, you know.
We're here for us.
I'm sorry, you see how he can. Yes, so I can go on and on and on.
Yes.
But
for another interview.
Yes, that is definitely another interview where even I stand
and you talk.
Yes.
So, but generally, your job is generally around.
I am your 360 girl when it comes to
motherhood, pregnancy,
everything. Everything. Reach out
to the women out there who are pregnant. You are going through a lot in your pregnancy. Please, Dorah Mwima is the person.
I'm your girl. Like,
Definitely.
I'm your girl. You want to conceive? I'm there. I have the support. You are pregnant? I am there.
And she's professional, not these quite people.
No. I am very intentional at making sure that I give quality, because these are things that even me, my journey, I missed out on. You know, I didn't have that person to run to and say, I'm going through this. You know, so you get into birth, you're like, you know, surprises. So it's I do it with so much passion, because I want to see the woman going in there and coming out victorious.
Perfect. All right. For the 11 years you've been together, what lessons have you learned? The both of you.
Okay.
Communication is key.
Yes. We try not to, one of the things I think we don't always like to be like these people of like, let us tell you how you have a good marriage and stuff. We try not to do that. We don't like to be that kind of people.
We are perfect. And do it like
no one is perfect. We just feel like what happened, like what things work for us doesn't have to work for some other people. every couple is different. For us, what worked for us, as Dora said now, communication. And as you saw from our life, like being sacrificed.
Yeah, it was sacrifice.
Yes.
It's been
Yes.
sacrifice, really.
And this come because I really like, for me and my explanation of love, and also applies to Dora, our explanation of love will be sometimes different. For me, like, I love you more than me.
Yeah.
Like you are always ahead of me.
Ahead
like
of
you
me.
get so, and this has also come from her. Like your like your well-being, your happiness will be my happiness.
Yeah.
That's how we approached
You're so invested in seeing the other person happy, peaceful, you know, and also happy to be around you. You know?
The same way I think you apply to kids.
Someone happy to be away from you, like, Banang, I'm going back home. I don't want to be at home, you know. But someone who looks forward to coming back because your presence matters to them.
The same way you think you look at your children sometimes, everyone, like, I want him to be like happy. The same way we approach our relationship in a way. And that helped us tremendously. And with the trust we have to each other and stuff, this also, like, we don't have any doors between us, financial terms,
phone
life,
terms.
Everything. Everything.
You share passwords.
Everything.
No, they're not even passwords.
You don't have passwords in
for
your
the kids.
just for the kids, but you know each other's passwords.
Of course. That's not even a question. Like, for us, we always think like there is no reason for you to have a password. If you have a password to mean you're hiding something, then can be marriage for hiding something. Doesn't make sense. Like,
two couples out there who there are people most okay.
Let's think about it. Simple for us.
They have patterns in their phone.
For us, it's simple. For us, like if you're hiding, if you don't want me to know your password, mean hiding something. Easy as
What
that.
are you trying to hide?
Yeah, even if it's so simple, I can know about it if it's simple. Especially in marriage. Yeah.
I think also something else is the equality that we have. You know,
Quality.
you know, in most marriages, it's always the man that is
Above.
up, and then you're the woman.
You're down.
That's why we go to the culture thing. Like as we said, like no, we have to be like.
So both of you are equal?
Yes, that's what I always believe. Like we have to be equal. It's not like no, I can do things you cannot do, or the same thing with her. No, we are equal. So we have to be equal in everything.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Those are quite beautiful lessons. But what I've learned from your story is sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Yeah.
And
sacrifice to make it work.
Yeah, many people in our generation actually do not want to sacrifice.
You're always thinking of, oh, I'm going to lose out this. Me. But there's no you in a marriage. There's us.
Say it again, Dora. Loudly.
There is no you in a marriage. There is us.
Us.
So you have to always be thinking about us.
Marriage.
Yeah.
It's not us in marriage.
Don't make it so complicated.
Okay.
All right. Beautiful. And I hope someone out there is speaking a lesson. Marriage is sacrifice and marriage is work. You put in the work, you see the results. Guys, you see Dora and Barrack.
The results might not come like this. No.
It will take a process. It will take a time.
It will take time.
Yeah. You guys see Dora and Barrack enjoying, but they have put in the work. They have put in the sacrifice.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. And finally, advice to the people out there who think marriage is so hard because people are saying, marriage is bad. Marriage is bad. You know what's going on in our generation, Dora. You see on social media, ladies, guys.
We talk about it a lot because we see it. And we're like, how are we so blessed to have such a marriage? But we also understand it's what we have also compromised. We have compromised marriage. We have compromised you know, the man, that union, and we have said, okay, if you have so and so and so and so, as long as he comes home to me, you know, as long as, you know, even as women, we haven't reached that point where we say, no, this is not right, you know. It is okay to have one partner. It is okay, like really, it's okay, you know, and that's how it's supposed to be. So I don't know what you have to say, but
no, I mean, yes, I mean, marriage. You have to respect the word marriage if you want it to be successful. That's for me as simple as that. People get married now because I'm 30 years old now, I have to get married. That's not gonna work out for you. Or okay, I got to married because, as you said, I want his passport. Yeah, it's not gonna
Or I
work.
had a child with
So
him,
yeah,
you know.
so you have to be married because for the right reasons.
Yeah.
You have to be ready to get married.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I came to Uganda. I was still, for me, before I get married, I was still the single guy going around. I'm not ready. Like I had relationship before met Dora, but then you tell me like, oh, I want to get married. I'm not ready. I'm not gonna be faithful for you. I'm not ready. You get? So I was ready when I was with Dora. Like I was in love. I was like, this is the woman I want to stay all my life with. So you have to be ready for marriage, and you have to know that you have to be on the same page. And as you said, you have to both of you sacrifice and be equal. That's for us what make a woman marriage successful. Marriage now, I can't say marriage is easy. I'm not lying to anyone. You make it easy or you make it difficult.
make it hard.
You will
Yeah,
make
make
it
it hard.
successful or not make it. It's up to you. Both of you together. If one of them is not on the
If
same
one is
page,
invested and the
it's
other
not
one
gonna
is
work.
not, it
it's
takes
not gonna
two
work. Yeah.
to tango.
To tango.
Yes.
Or two to have sex. The same. So,
PG, family, Nader. Family.
so, yeah. For couples.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
two
for couples.
to clap, two whatever, two hands to clap. So you
Yeah.
have to be two to make it work.
Wow. 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 I've loved this interview.
Thank you so much for hosting.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
very
much
much.
for coming.
Thank you.
It's been
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank
Nice.
you for coming as well.
Thank you.
Aha, Nader, look at her and assure her. You're making 11 years soon. Look at
Yes.
her and assure her.
Tonight I will look at her more.
Dora, assure him. Oh, you're also waiting for tonight.
Tonight.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. It's Tie the Knot. It's been fun hosting Nader and Dorah Mwima. You've heard them, you've seen them. Marriage is sacrifice, marriage is compromise, marriage is work. You put in the work, you get the results. You don't put in the work, boom! You start shouting, marriage is trash, marriage is trash. But guys, thank you so much. Keep on watching, subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting. Till next time, bye.